On February 9th, 2025, the world watched as President Donald J. Trump, aboard Air Force One, announced a decision that would reverberate across the globe. This was not just any ordinary announcement, but one that would leave an indelible mark on history: the renaming of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. This bold move was intended to reflect a new era of American pride and influence. This moment, occurring as the presidential aircraft soared over the newly christened body of water, marked the beginning of what Trump declared Gulf of America Day. It was a symbolic gesture meant to inspire a renewed sense of national identity. The president, in his signature assertive style, signed Executive Order 14-172, officially enacting the name change. This executive order was a testament to his administration's commitment to reshaping America's global image. This action, immediately recognized by the Federal Aviation Administration and reflected in Google Maps, solidified the Gulf of America as a new geographical and political reality. The swift implementation underscored the administration's efficiency and determination. The decision, met with a mixture of astonishment and anticipation, signaled a bold move by the Trump administration to reassert American dominance and reshape the nation's narrative on the world stage. Public reactions were varied, with some praising the move as visionary, while others viewed it as controversial. With the stroke of a pen, the Gulf of Mexico, a body of water intrinsically linked to centuries of history, trade, and cultural exchange, was reborn as the Gulf of America. This renaming was not just a change of title, but a symbol of Trump's vision for a more assertive and nationally focused United States, aiming to leave a lasting legacy. Central to President Trump's rationale for renaming the Gulf was the immense economic potential he believed it held for the United States. The Gulf of America, in his view, represented not just a body of water, but a wellspring of energy independence and economic prosperity. He emphasized the region's vast oil and gas reserves, painting a picture of a future where American energy dominance fueled job creation and economic growth. The Gulf of America, he proclaimed, would be the engine of a new era of American prosperity, lessening dependence on foreign energy sources and solidifying the nation's economic independence. This message resonated with his supporters, many of whom saw the renaming as a powerful symbol of American self-reliance and economic strength. The president's vision of an economically vibrant Gulf of America, teeming with industry and opportunity, served as a powerful rallying cry, tapping into deep-seated desires for American economic dominance and security. Beyond the economic arguments, the renaming of the Gulf carried profound cultural and symbolic weight. President Trump, known for his keen understanding of public sentiment, framed the decision as a necessary step in reclaiming American identity in an increasingly globalized world. He argued that the United States, in its pursuit of global engagement, had allowed its own national identity to be diluted. The renaming of the Gulf, therefore, was presented as a bold assertion of American pride and a rejection of the perceived erosion of national sovereignty. This message resonated with a segment of the population that felt increasingly alienated in a rapidly changing world, yearning for a return to a time when American power and influence were unquestioned. The renaming of the Gulf, in this context, was more than a geographical change. It was a symbolic act of reclaiming American identity and reasserting the nation's place on the world stage. Section 4, Executive Power and the Will of the People, Trump's Vision for Governance. The president's decision to rename the Gulf by executive order also highlighted his approach to governance and his belief in the power of the presidency. This move was seen as a bold assertion of executive authority, bypassing the usual legislative process. Trump, throughout his political career, had championed a strong executive branch, often clashing with what he perceived as an overly intrusive judiciary and a gridlocked Congress. His vision was one where the president could act decisively and unilaterally when necessary. The renaming of the Gulf, executed unilaterally without congressional approval, exemplified this governing philosophy. It was a clear demonstration of his belief in the president's ability to shape policy directly. He argued that the president, as the directly elected representative of the American people, had the authority to make bold decisions in the national interest, even in the face of opposition. This perspective was central to his governance style. This approach, while lauded by his supporters as decisive leadership, drew sharp criticism from opponents who saw it as an overreach of executive power and a threat to the balance of power inherent in the American system of government. Critics argued that such actions undermined democratic principles. The renaming of the Gulf, in this sense, became a lightning rod for a broader debate about the limits of presidential power and the role of the executive branch in shaping national policy. It sparked discussions on the balance between decisive leadership and democratic oversight. Section 5. A Hemisphere United. Trump's call for a stronger North American alliance. The president, in his address aboard Air Force One, went beyond the immediate implications of the renaming, using the occasion to articulate his vision for a more unified and strategically aligned North America. He emphasized the importance of collaboration and mutual support among neighboring countries, highlighting the potential benefits of a stronger alliance. He specifically called for stronger ties with Canada and Greenland, stressing the need for enhanced cooperation in various sectors, including trade, security, and environmental protection. Hinting at his desire to see the North American continent united under a single banner of economic and security cooperation. This vision included the idea of shared resources and joint initiatives to tackle common challenges. While light on specifics, his remarks suggested a desire to renegotiate existing trade agreements and strengthen military partnerships within the region. He hinted at new frameworks that could better address the evolving geopolitical landscape. This vision, though likely to face significant hurdles, reflected Trump's long-held belief in the importance of regional alliances and his desire to project American strength through strategic partnerships. He underscored the potential for a more resilient and prosperous North America. The renaming of the Gulf in this context served as a platform for the president to articulate his broader foreign policy objectives, using it as a symbolic gesture to promote unity and cooperation. Emphasizing the need for a more assertive and strategically aligned North America on the global stage. He called for a collective effort to enhance the region's influence and stability in international affairs.